Hi all, welcome to TCM Education. Kind of a nasty subject on our hands today, and let's discuss it. First of all, my name is Michael. I'm the analyst and content creator here on the channel. Normally we deal with technical issues, uh, intraday patterns, interesting stuff. Today we need to discuss the negativity of the negative part of trading, and again it's a fraction of a mini fraction of what the markets are doing, but sometimes people are getting hurt by these events, and um, our mission, part of our mission as those who try to educate the public to trade the US equity markets, is to stay away from these events. So what's going on? In the last 2-3 months, an ongoing trend is happening, pump and dump scams, and those guys that are doing it, I guess in a very sophisticated manner. They're promoting those symbols mainly of Nasdaq stocks, of Chinese, Singaporean, and Hong Kong companies. But basically, you don't know where this company is located when you enter the scam. You just look at the ticker, and they promote a merger between this $5 or $6 company and I don't know, and a big pharma, and so you're getting duped into these trades by scams over Twitter or WhatsApp or Facebook. So it's basically the same thing. If you remember, guys, the movie, which was I think it was very famous back then, 10 or 15 years ago. The name was The Wolf from Wall Street, or something. I don't remember exactly the name. DiCaprio was the main character, and the deal was that they used to sell pump and dump stocks over the phone to mailmen. While mailmen, because mailmen don't do their homework, they're buying their their stocks off some porno magazines, and the stocks were like 2 cents each or 3 cents each, and they buy thousands of shares in hope of striking it rich. And obviously the wolf from Wall Street is not going to let them get rich. He's going to take all their money and buy a boat with it. Pretty much that's the scheme or the plan today. But instead of doing it over the phone, the scumbags are doing it over Twitter, and but the same people are being duped by a stock that's like has nothing behind it. And of course you don't do your homework and you don't check what's going on. You're just being duped by the promo on Facebook or whatever other social media. So let me show you how sophisticated it is. Now what you're seeing in front of you is an intraday picture of how this scam works. So I will show you the daily, but because it took me a while to reach this date, I need to show it before we'll move to the daily. So this is what happens. The stock basically goes with a big volume. This is where those guys sell their profits, here in this huge bar. It's a 1 million share bar, and that's it. Because after that the liquidity dries out. As you can see, the stock basically gaps down intraday. I don't know how it happens. I mean, I've been trading for a long period of time, but this is exactly what happens with these stocks again and again. So if you have a stop loss in the platform that's below, in this case the price here is 850. If the stop loss is below 850, it might as well be like you're trading without a stop loss, because it dives from 8.50 to 85 cents. And that's it. Basically, you're losing. If you entered at 5, you're losing 80% of your money. If you entered at 8, close to 85% of your money. So, and again, you cannot prepare for it, and you cannot defend against it unless your stop loss is in the first bar down, and this is a 5-minute bar. So if you are obviously not sitting in front of the computer, most likely your whole investment here is gone. Now, being that you cannot prepare for that and you cannot defend against it, what can you do? First of all, major red flag: if you're buying a stock based on a WhatsApp promo or a Facebook promo, then you are the mailman. So bottom line, I don't want to offend mailmen from 1990 or whatever, when the story of the Wolf from Wall Street was basically happening. But don't be the mailman. Don't buy anything, any stock, without doing your homework. And how you can prevent these scumbags from taking advantage of you is so simple. Okay, I will discuss it, but let's take a look at the daily chart of CUPR. And again, maybe or most likely the owners of this company have nothing to do with this scam. Okay, this is how it looks. So basically, the stock moves slightly higher every day from let's go back maybe more. And that's actually the whole scenario. Okay, so the stock basically goes from 4 to 9 and then drops to 80 cents and it's gone. So why would you buy anything that looks like this? Because you're lazy, you don't doing your homework, and basically all you can do, if you are a US trader, go to your broker, look at the platform, look at the chart, see if you have the ability to look on at the chart, see the volumes, and if you look at the volumes going back, most of the time the volumes are 12,000 shares per day. Then it is 7,000 shares per day. Really? You're going to buy a stock that trades 7,000 shares of, I don't know, $4 per day? That's the turnaround of this so-called future I don't know, future company or whatever. It's insane. So it's clear that those who are buying those type of companies, and I will show you some more in a bit, are not doing anything of their homework. They're not watching the chart. They're just being duped, and they're losing their money. Maybe it's a good thing to get hit once, and then you remember it for the rest of your life and don't repeat it again. But again, how you can prevent it? It's very easy. First of all, you look at the daily chart. You see a stock that's trading no volume at all, run away from it. Don't trade it. At least it needs to trade at least 1 million shares per day to be considered legit. Okay, and this is above $1. Sometimes, let me see if I can find. Take a look at this example. This stock trades for OST. That's the symbol. This stock trades for ages, basically under a dollar. So nothing is happening. What does this chart mean? That this stock has no future. Nothing is going on. The price is 22 cents. Then they go for a reverse split. So then the stock gaps up to $2. Obviously, you don't do your homework. You don't know what the stock gaps up. Why the stock gaps up? You don't know that it is because of a reverse stock split, and you think that something good happened. Again, big mistake. But again, what can you do? Let's say you don't look at the chart. You don't do anything. At least go to Yahoo Finance. Okay. That's free. You don't have to pay for it. You just need to spend, I don't know, 2 minutes, type in the symbol of the stock and go to holders. And if you go to holders, you'll see on all of these stocks that there isn't not even one US major US holder holding shares. So BlackRock is not going to hold shares, Vanguard, FMR, State Street, and if they hold shares, they will hold 0.001%, which is also a hoax. Okay, probably they don't hold any shares, but they are listed as if they are holding shares just to draw, I guess, people in. So most of those stocks, and I'm not going to talk even about the float, because anybody that's getting into these full-blown scams doesn't know what a float is, how to check on the float, but anybody can go to Yahoo Finance, type in the symbol, and press holders. And if you don't see a reasonable name in there, then you are the mailman. I think it was clear. Now let's see some examples. This is a hoax that went on in Israel. Plenty of people lost. I don't know if they lost millions or sometimes people exaggerate and whatever. Anyway, but this is now a worldwide epidemic, and I have a list here. Let's take a look at some daily. Look at this. This is JYD, a company called Yahoo Global Logistics, and this one goes in the same manner from 7 to 20 cents. And what is the profile of the company? It's from Shenzhen in China. It does whatever it does. Bullshit. Then you look at the shareholders, and take a look at the shareholders. Not even one of those shareholders is a legitimate US investor. Then you go and you hit Morgan Stanley, and Morgan Stanley owns 0.03% of this company that is worth $25 million. So I don't know how much Morgan Stanley is putting here. 2,500. It's a joke. I mean, I'm sure that they don't own anything. Or UBS management 0.02%. This is all BS. This is one example. Okay, so again, you don't have a platform like moomoo. Fine. You don't have any platform. You're just trading off a mobile. But you need to go to Yahoo Finance and check. Basically, it takes 2 seconds, or maybe 5 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever it takes you to go to Yahoo Finance, type in the symbol, go to holders. That's it. So you see, there's not even one US reasonable holder. Let's go to another stock. This is RYET, and you can see in this case the same scenario. Jane Street owns 0.17%, not even 1%, 0.17%, and UBS not even 1%, it's 0.09%. I mean, BlackRock owns 0. It's a scam. Okay. Now, what does this company do? It's from Nanchang, whatever. So this is China. Then there's another stock from Beijing, and you go to shareholders, and there aren't even any shareholders listed here, so it's even worse. And the chart looks like this. I mean, really. And this stock goes to 1 for 15 reverse split, 1 for 15 twice, and then 1 for 80. I mean, this is clearly a scam. And then you have, let me see another one that will be interesting to watch. Hold on a second. Take a look at this one. That's even funnier. Well, actually, it's not funny. It's embarrassing. This one goes from 30 to nearly 0. And I have to say, this is, take a look at the steady climb here. I mean, if you're only looking at the chart and you're not doing your homework, you may get duped. I mean, this is a clear uptrend. I'm not checking the volumes at this point, but neither are those guys that are being duped. So I'm if I'm not checking the volumes and I'm looking at the chart, ignoring the drop, I'm thinking, okay, this is reasonable. It's not gapping up. There are no like sudden movements. It looks legit. Then we'll have to check the volumes of each bar, and again you see a volume 23,000 shares, 100,000 shares, very little volume if at all. And then when it moves higher, let's see the volume here, 2.5 million shares. But what's very common, and again, I don't expect people to check on that, is to check the free float of those shares, and the free float of those shares of those companies is very, very, very thin, because they went through reverse splits, because most of the shares are in the hands of very, very few people, maybe those that are controlling these companies. Again, it's a total mess, and it can easily be detected, and you don't need to fall for that. And so again, let's summarize things up. You see a stock recommendation which looks legit, but it's coming from your WhatsApp or from your I don't know, Twitter, or from your Facebook, and you don't know the guy or the guys that recommended the stock, and the story is well built. Don't trust it, and you want to check on it. Just do your homework. Go to Yahoo Finance if you can't use your own platform, and type in the symbol and go to holders. You'll see the full picture. You don't need to check the volumes. Maybe you can't check the volumes. You're doing it from your mobile, but from your mobile you can access Yahoo Finance, type in the symbol, and that's it. Save yourself from a lot of hassle. Now there is a website that's basically, let me show you. Hopefully I have it here on the platform. Like I said, this is okay. Here it is. This is the name of the website. StopNasdaq.ChinaFraud.com. It must be stopped. I know that there will be people that are still going to get duped into it, but there is no reason for a normal person that's doing its minimal due diligence to fall for it. There are dozens of companies that are maybe, and like I said in the beginning, maybe the companies have nothing to do with the scam, but those scam artists are doing it an amazing job. And you, like I said before, and I showed you with one of the stocks, you cannot defend yourself even with the stop loss. The stop losses won't save you. What can save you is not not to enter this deal from the beginning. So this is the name of the website, and you'll see there are legit, what looks like a legit promos for stocks, and please don't fall for it. Okay guys, I think it was helpful. Do share it with your friends. It's very important for them not to get embarrassed with these pump and dump schemes, and because there's so much good coming out of the US equity markets. You can put the money to work instead of blowing $5,000 on whatever scheme where you hope to get from $5,000 $50,000, which is beautiful, but you're not gonna get $50,000. You're gonna get your $5,000 trimmed down to $500, maybe even less. So you put $5,000 in a legit stock, and you wait a year, and if you're lucky, you double or triple your money. But that's beside the point. The idea here is that use legit stocks, Nasdaq stocks, S&P stocks. Don't go for the bottom feeders, and don't be the mailman. Okay guys, so please like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in our next video.